Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover, Sergeant Nicole G., Sergeant Johanny Pachardo, Staff Sergeant Ryan Naus, Corporal Dagan Page, Corporal Humberto Sanchez, Corporal Hunter Lopez, Hospital Corpsman Maxton Soviak, Lance Corporal Kareem Nakui, Lance Corporal Dylan Marola, Lance Corporal Jared Schmidt, Lance Corporal David Espinoza, Lance Corporal Riley McCullum.
That's Alicia Lopez. That is the mother of Hunter Lopez. That was Alicia Lopez reading the names of the 13 warriors who died in Afghanistan on that fateful day. Hunter Lopez, her son, being one of those names. We talk about these people on this show. Not every night, of course, but we remember them. We remember them for a very specific reason. Because many people died in Iraq and Afghanistan. You can argue the merits of Iraq or Afghanistan all day long. I've already had to wrestle with that in my own life, having been to Iraq. But the 13 in Afghanistan stick out to us uniquely because their deaths were uniquely preventable. Their deaths were caused directly by the Biden administration, whoever you want to blame, Biden himself, the State Department, the generals, it doesn't really matter. Those 13 warriors would be alive today, starting families, raising good families, having good jobs, contributing members of society, wonderful people. They would be here with us today if it wasn't for Joe Biden. That's just a fact. You don't shut down a very secure air base before you evac everyone and then fly everyone back in and tell the Marines to go stand in front of a civilian airport and wish them luck. Guarantees something like this is going to happen. They deserve better than what they got. But they're not unique in that regard, are they? How many warriors in our nation's history deserve better than their leadership? Their political leadership, oftentimes their military leadership. People in this country, patriots, sign up to serve and they volunteer to put it on the line. And sadly, all too often, their lives are thrown away. Oftentimes it's malicious. Oftentimes it's just stupidity or neglect. But their lives are thrown away. But what happened with those in Afghanistan stand out uniquely to me because of the commander-in-chief himself and how he treated those families when they got back home. And I need to clarify something here. I have sons now, and I served, and those two things make this uniquely personal to me. But here's the truth of the matter. I think about my sons. I think about if they join the service, and they sure might, right? If they join the service, and God forbid they go die, and I have to go meet their bodies on a tarmac somewhere. I don't even know how I would be able to function in that situation. I would be so heartbroken. And then I think about the commander-in-chief showing up, and we know now from multiple different parents who were there, he sat there and checked his watch the entire time, clearly had any place else he wanted to be. And I think about how that would feel if that was my son James or my son Luke in a casket with the flag draped over it, and the man responsible for their death sat there the whole time doing this. And I will be frank with you. I know this is not right. I know it's not correct. I'm just being honest here. It fills me with hatred. I really do hate that man. And I know I should not. That's not a place where I should be. And I generally don't have this burning hatred for specific politicians. I kind of hate them all. You know, I don't fall in love with them. But Joe Biden disrespecting those families makes me hate him. Those families deserve better, and I'll play some of them for you in a moment. But I want to just play for you the Defense Secretary's thoughts after 13 of our warriors were blown up outside of a civilian airport in Afghanistan.
Do you have regrets about the withdrawal from Afghanistan?
I support the president's decision.
Do you have regrets about the withdrawal or how the withdrawal occurred from Afghanistan that cost the lives of 13 of our service members?
I don't have any regrets.
No regrets. 13 dead, no regrets. I wonder if Cheryl Rex has any regrets.
When Joe Biden, our elected president, entered the room, when he approached me, his words to me were, my wife Jill and I know how you feel. We lost our son as well and brought him home in a flag-draped coffin. My heart started beating faster, and I started shaking, knowing that their son died from cancer and they were able to be by his side. Also wondering how someone could honestly, be so heartless to say he knew how I felt a little over 24 hours and learning of my son's death. After this encounter, I have never had any personal correspondence, nor has my son been honored or his name spoken by this commander-in-chief or his administration.
I wonder if the parents of Darren Taylor Hoover, United States Marine, dead, I wonder if they have any regrets.
Our 4-year-old granddaughter probably could have used a crayon and a piece of paper and come up with a better plan than what was executed by these generals and by ultimately our commander-in-chief.
I think the Biden administration wanted their moment. They wanted their photo ops. September 11th. 100% that's what it was. I mean, he had other options. There was other plans presented. I just believe that he wanted his moment.
But no regrets for Secretary Austin. Joe Biden, oh gosh, that's something. What time were we eating ice cream today? Didn't care. So I guess maybe more than anything else, on top of honoring their memories, maybe this is confession time for me, that I'm full of hatred because of what they did to those warriors and their families. And now we see 3,000 sailors and Marines are off to the Middle East because China and Russia and Iran are rattling sabers across the planet. And I can't help but wonder, all those brave warriors who are in, many of whom are watching right now, I can't help but wonder, are we going to have more lives thrown away by a commander-in-chief who doesn't give a crap? Couldn't care less. Nobody in the Biden administration shed a tear for those 13 warriors. They weren't even slightly bothered. If anything, they were annoyed that they got a drop in the poll numbers. And that's a fact. You want to watch our special on George Washington? It's freaking awesome. Well, you can. All you have to do is become a First TV supporter. That gives you access to all of our specials on demand, and it's cake. All you have to go to is thefirsttv.com/support. Thefirsttv.com/support. Become a supporter. Enjoy learning about George Washington.